Snow on the ground is a dynamic medium. It is one of the most enigmatic creations of nature. The soft white magic of a snow carpet has always been a point of attraction. Spending winters in the mountains with nothing but white snow on all sides can be quite relaxing. For those wanting an adrenaline rush, snow is a great place to go skiing. Snowboarding, and even having snowball fights. It always feels like heaven when the snow covers the surroundings and also parts of trees and other green vegetation. But who knows that this beautiful looking carpet sometimes won't take much time to turn this heaven into hell. While avalanches are sudden, the warning signs are almost always numerous before they let loose. A slight trigger can sometimes give birth to a dreadful huge avalanche that kills hundreds of people worldwide each year. Most are snowmobilers, skiers, and snowboarders. There have been many deadly avalanches in the past, which have claimed numerous lives. For example, over a 24-hour period during World War I, Italian and Austrian forces died in a series of avalanches caused by a mixture of heavy snowfall and man-made explosives. On May 1970, the Great Peruvian Earthquake in Peru triggered the deadliest avalanche in the recorded history of humankind that alone killed almost 20,000 people. An avalanche occurred in the villages of Lahaul Valley in 1979, claiming the lives of around 254 villagers in the region. A period of intense snowstorms were believed to have triggered the avalanches, which buried the valley under almost 6 meters of snow. A partial collapse of the Kolka Glacier claimed 125 lives in 2002. The avalanche occurred on the northern slopes of the Kazbek Massif of North Ossetia, Russia. Among the casualties was a film crew of 27, including the famous Russian actor Sergei Bodrov Jr. And another accident in 2012, avalanche occurring in the Siachen region, claimed 138 victims. These included soldiers and civilian employees. February 2015, Afghanistan faced a series of deadly avalanches. In Kabul, almost 100 homes were destroyed. There were around 310 casualties in the disaster. Let's understand what exactly is an avalanche. An avalanche is a mass of snow that slides rapidly down an inclined slope, such as a mountainside. A snow avalanche begins when an unstable mass of snow breaks away from a slope. In other words, before the snow crystal touches the ground, it goes through various changes. And as it reaches the ground, the crystals start to adhere and transform into a heavy pack of snow. But due to the temperature differences between the newly formed layer and the existing layer, temperature at the adjoining layer reaches up to 0 degrees centigrade. The subsequent changes result into melting of crystals, and snowpack adapts different angular shapes. Ultimately, a gap is created in between that works as a lubricant. Any trigger, either man-made or natural, can create an imbalance, and the upper layer starts rolling downwards. This results in an avalanche. The snow picks up speed as it moves downhill, producing a river of snow and a cloud of icy particles that rises high into the air. The moving mass picks up even more snow as it rushes downhill. A large, fully developed avalanche can weigh as much as 1 million tons. It can travel faster than 320 kilometers per hour.
When these avalanches interact with men and its facilities, they come across men, then they become huge disasters. And large size avalanche can destroy almost everything that comes in its path, and that's why it is necessary to provide protection against them.
Generally, there are two types of avalanches. One is the surface snow slide, in which the newly formed snow layer slides upon the existing layer of snow. Second is full depth avalanche. Here, the entire layer of snow flows over the debris. For any avalanche to happen, three factors are primarily responsible: heavy snowfalls, weak layers, and the third, trigger. When too much snow accumulates on the slope, in such case, heavy rainfall, noise of the snow vehicle or the ski, and sometimes even a small disturbance from animals work as a trigger, and the result is an avalanche. Research has shown that mostly avalanches occur at mountain slopes of 30 to 45 degrees. Earthquake also triggers avalanches. Recently, in 2015, during Nepal earthquake, a team of 200 mountaineers got stuck in avalanche. 18 of them died and a lot of them got injured. It is also a belief that shouting on a high pitch can also trigger an avalanche, but scientists denied this conception. All high-range mountains are prone to avalanches, but Himalaya, being the highest in the world, has the largest fear of avalanches. 18,000 feet of snow is always there on the Himalayas. And during snowfall, the entire range of mountains turns into snow ranges. Himalayan areas with high population, such as Jammu and Kashmir, Uttarakhand, Himachal, are very important for strategic operations. There is regular movement of army, which is affected by avalanche many times.
Focus now, 10 soldiers have been confirmed dead in the avalanche that struck Jammu and Kashmir's Gurez.
Recently, on the 26th January 2017, more than 10 army men died in the Gurez sector of Jammu and Kashmir due to an avalanche. Some year on February 21st, many avalanches were recorded in Lahaul Spiti of Himachal. These back-to-back avalanches blocked the connecting roads, which ultimately affected army and civil activities. Realizing the importance of keeping snowbound border roads open for maximum duration for the army, a program was initiated on snow and related aspects in India and came into existence the Snow and Avalanche Study Establishment, SASE, under the aegis of DRDO in 1969. During the course of its growth over the last 40 years, it has created an impressive scientific and technical infrastructure. Avalanche forecasting, artificial triggering, structural control, and generating awareness formed part of its activities.
The broad role of SASE is to provide avalanche forecast support to the army units as well as the civil users, and also to advise the services on various avalanche control measures which are to be adopted in field. In addition, various technologies like remote sensing and mountain metallurgy are also being implemented to mitigate the threat of avalanche.
As this whole hazard is related to the weather, it is important to keep eye on weather pattern and conditions. For that, avalanche forecasting centers AFC and mountain met centers MMC have been set up at various places. An inter-ministerial project for the development of mountain meteorology in Himalaya has been launched in collaboration with Army, India Meteorological Department, National Centre for Medium Range Weather Forecasting, Indian Air Force and Ministry of Home Affairs. For avalanche understanding, a cold zone headquarter has been established in Manali. where research is being done around the clock. This establishment is very important for Army. Here troops are given information about difficult situations.
ये हमारा एरिया ऑफ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है। यहाँ चारों तरफ से पाकिस्तान का बॉर्डर है, तो मैक्सिमम मूवमेंट जो है वो इधर से होती है। अब मैक्सिमम मूवमेंट इधर से होगी तो एवलांच एक्टिविटीज भी सबसे ज़्यादा है। टेम्परेचर वेरिएशन है, यहाँ बर्फ भी सबसे ज़्यादा गिरती है।
The key factor for avalanche mitigation is accurate weather information and avalanche forecast. For this, 48 manual and 50 automatic weather observations have been established in central and western Himalayas.
India Science Channel was launched in the year 2019 by the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. The internet-based dedicated science web channel is being implemented and managed by Vigyan Prasar, committed towards science communication. The channel features science documentaries, discussions on current topics, interviews and different programs covering the entire landscape of science and technology to make science popular among the masses.
India Science is a flagship project of Vigyan Prasar. And over a year and a half, we have produced more than 1,200 videos of different sizes, lengths, and from different genre, and for different domains for the people of the country. We've taken, we have spoken, we've dived deep into the realms of different domains of science and technology, and we have gotten news, stories, films, videos in almost every format that you can think of. OTT, for that matter, is a great platform that helps anybody to look for any news, any item, any video, any documentary at any point in time. All you need to do is to subscribe a channel for it.
One can also download India Science mobile app from Google Play Store or Apple Store to view this channel.
In order to understand the challenges and importance related to an observatory, we reached Patsio Snow-Made Observatory situated at Manali-Leh Highway at the height of 3,800 feet. This field research center remains active throughout the year. Both manual and automatic techniques are used at this center. Several feet of snow is accumulated here in the season. Scientists keep evaluating this, and they give snow and weather parameters on a regular basis. These parameters are used in issuing the weather as well as avalanche forecast. The data generated by all these observatories and research stations received at the Avalanche Forecast Center. Here data run on models, scientists analyze the situation, areas are marked where there is a possibility of an avalanche.
जो बांदीपुर ग्रेज एक्सिस को एनालिसिस कर रहा है, शुड बी वेरी केयरफुल व्हाई दिस मीडियम डेंजर इज देयर, और सारे मॉडल एक साथ पैरेलली चल रहे हैं. और इफ दे आर इन फॉल लाइन दे शुड कीप अवे फ्रॉम स्टॉर्म स्नो ट्रांजिशनल ले सकते हैं फिलहाल हम.
Center issue bulletins. All this information is sent to the respective agencies. Based on this forecast, the Army, Civil Administration and Disaster Management Authorities decide further steps. Human activities in snow-covered, inaccessible, hilly areas are not easy. Keeping this problem in mind, remote sensing technology is also being used. SASE has its own remote sensing lab and Modi's Earth Receiving Station. It collects information about an avalanche without being in direct touch. All three important parameters, snow cover buildup, suitable meteorological condition and terrain conditions can be detected and monitored on a regular basis with the help of remote sensing.
We are getting a satellite data daily. We generate various snow cover related products like snow cover area, snow surface temperature, snow with respect to various altitude, and then we use this data for betterment of avalanche forecasting. This information is also very useful for creating a high resolution terrain models which are useful in planning control structure devices, how to stop avalanches or divert the avalanches into very strategic area and where the high population are residing.
Additionally, reliable and low-maintenance avalanche detection systems are being used around the world, such as long-range avalanche radar, LARA, short-range avalanche radar, SARA, and infrasound detection system, IDA. These radar systems monitor predefined avalanche-prone areas and can reliably detect when an avalanche has been set off. An avalanche has three main parts: starting zone, middle zone, and the runout zone. Starting zone is the most volatile area of a slope, where unstable snow can fracture from the surrounding snow cover and begin to slide. However, given the right conditions, snow can fracture at any point on the slope. Middle zone or avalanche track is the path or channel that an avalanche follows as it goes downhill. Large vertical swaths of trees missing from a slope or chute-like clearings are often signs that large avalanches run frequently there. The runout zone is where the snow and debris finally come to a stop. This is also the location of the deposition zone. To understand the process of evolving and shifting ice, a snow chute facility has also been established at Dhundi Observatory and Research Center. Snow chute facility is like an artificial mountain slope in which the snow flow is measured in the formation zone, middle zone, and runout zone. Scientists assess avalanches' characteristics in a controlled condition.
We have here a snow chute setup designed for measuring the various avalanche parameters like avalanche forces exerted by the snow mass and the basal velocity and vertical velocity profile, and also we are study on the various model structures like mounds, catch dams, snow frames, etc.
Scientists have also installed modern multi-sensor structures at avalanche-prone slopes, through which a set of data is collected from the formation of an actual avalanche to its occurrence. Several types of modern techniques are also being used in the field to create avalanche control measures. Apart from this, cold laboratories has also been established at Patsiya and Manali. Scientists collect different layer samples from the field, which can be stored in cold lab storage for a long time. These samples are studied in the environmentally controlled walk-in modern technology-equipped cold chambers. This study identifies the layer's strength and load-bearing capacity. Besides, its facilities are specifically designed for detailed scientific study of snow.
We are calculating the strength of snow, what changes over a period of time, what changes it comes. Like in avalanche forecast division, if they ask about what is the young modulus of that particular snow, so we can give input to them. If the density and things are means the properties of snow is this, the young modulus you can take this. So we are giving the input in terms of mechanical properties like young modulus. We are giving them as an input.
This study and research decide upon the control measures to be taken before and during an avalanche. Various types of control structures have been designed and developed for controlling avalanches formation, such as snow bridges, snow nets, snow fence, etc. are designed for prevention of avalanches in the formation zone, which work like a barrier and help in reducing the snow slide.
It is in the starting zone of avalanche or in the middle zone of avalanche. What is the force coming on a structure? And based on that, we have to design robust structures. It can be of steel also, or reinforced concrete, or even earthen structures can be used for avalanches.
This is MSP3 Avalanche site. A snow gallery is being constructed here, situated on Manali-Dhundi Road near Solan Valley. This site gets blocked every year due to the avalanche. And it is also important to make life undisturbed during the times of an avalanche. SASE has designed snow gallery for such uncontrolled sites. With the help of Border Roads Organization, these control measures are being constructed. A few kilometers away from Site 3, another snow gallery is almost ready on the MSP-7 Avalanche site. The snow gallery is a type of construction that is prepared by evaluating the middle zone of avalanche. Whenever there is an avalanche, snow masses slide above the gallery without blocking the roads and the traffic runs smoothly.
Considering the topology, considering the frequency of the avalanche site and various parameters, we provide different kind of mitigation schemes. As such, this is the very rugged terrain. This is also a debris flow site. So here we had no option apart from opting for the snow gallery. In here, the debris and the avalanches can flow over the gallery and the movement of the traffic can go inside the gallery.
Construction of tunnels on difficult terrains is also serving the same motive of preventing such risks. A similar tunnel is being prepared near Rohtang Pass, which is about 8.8 km long. After the start of this tunnel, the Lahaul Spiti area will be easy to reach in every season. To protect the roads from avalanches, scientists have also developed avalanche diverting structures. For this, concrete wall is built in the avalanche middle zone, which changes the direction of an approaching avalanche, thereby preventing a disastrous situation. Proper training is essential for army personnel who guards snow-bound borders and at times jump in the field during avalanches to help and rescue. For this, a virtual reality center has been developed. It gives a complete 3D visualization of Himalayan terrain. It is an excellent training tool to familiarize users with the nuances of negotiating harsh and hazardous terrain, snowbound avalanche-prone areas. Geo-referenced satellite images of summer and winter months are draped over the 3D terrain model to provide realistic visualization. Among the various technologies, GPS-based real-time avalanche path warning and navigation system is also being used. This system is capable of providing navigation help for the person moving in avalanche-prone areas.
India Science Channel was launched in the year 2019 by the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. The internet-based dedicated science web channel is being implemented and managed by Vigyan Prasar, committed towards science communication. The channel features science documentaries, discussions on current topics, interviews and different programs covering the entire landscape of science and technology to make science popular among the masses.
India Science is a flagship project of Vigyan Prasar. And over a year and a half, we have produced more than 1,200 videos of different sizes, lengths, and from different genre and for different domains for the people of the country. We've taken, we have spoken, we've gotten, we've dived deep into the realms of different domains of science and technology, and we have gotten news, stories, films, videos, in almost every format that you can think of. OTT, for that matter, is a great platform that helps anybody to look for any news, any item, any video, any documentary at any point in time. All you need to do is to subscribe a channel for it.
One can also download India Science mobile app from Google Play Store or Apple Store to view this channel.
Avalanches are created by nature, and no matter what, they will never stop. We can be cautious, but we can't stop them. One of the measures being taken to reduce the impact of this white calamity is controlled avalanche or artificial avalanche. Sometimes ski patrols, research organizations and disaster management authorities activate avalanches by artificial triggering. When there is too much snow mountain slopes, explosives or artillery fires are used for a limited period of time to bring down all the unstable snow, thereby decreasing the potential damage to life or property. In case of an avalanche, the maximum time to rescue a person is not more than 30 minutes. NDRF teams along with the army have been rescuing people in such scenarios. They use special sensing sticks. These sensing sticks can locate life underneath the thick snow carpet. The use of dogs in search and rescue is a valuable component in locating missing people during an avalanche. Once life is detected, first aid is given on location with the help of telemedicine services by DRDO. All these efforts and studies have been helpful in reducing disasters due to avalanches.
There was a perceived threat to the Badrinath shrine, and then we identified 3 avalanche sites which were likely to affect the temple in an extreme case. And then we provided diversion and retarding structures at that location, which are still working. This is one of the success stories. We have also controlled one avalanche in the formation zone, which was blocking the north portal of the Jawahar Tunnel. The number of avalanche accidents today are much less compared to what it was.
Prevention is always better than cure. Along with capacity building, National Disaster Management Authority, being a nodal agency, is regularly publishing guidelines and advisories. So let's talk about some precautions to be taken if you are in an avalanche-prone area. Constantly evaluate avalanche conditions. Areas with fresh accumulations of wind-driven snow are particularly vulnerable. Always remember that extreme steep slopes, particularly in shaded areas near a ridge, are also risky. Always travel with a partner. Descend risky areas one by one and watch for avalanche signs. Cross over avalanche-prone areas as quickly as possible. Cross over avalanche-prone areas one at a time, with all other group members waiting in safety and able to attempt a rescue if the one person crossing is buried. Always keep a check on the weather report. For help during a disaster, the following numbers can be contacted: Emergency Disaster Management 108, Ambulance Helpline 102, Police Control Room 100. Also, important to remember is that the collector of a particular district is in charge of the District Disaster Management Authority. One should always have the DDMA's contact number. We hope that in near future, we will be completely avalanche protected and safe.